Hello, everyone. Welcome into the show. Hope you're all doing well today. Welcome to the last of the Whatnot Marathon shows. Yes, I finally did it. I got through 10 shows almost in a row. One little break. Wasn't a break really from work. I had to do my regular job that night. That's the only reason I took a break. But we did it. We got through 10 shows. I think a lot of you were on this journey with me. So thanks for being in here. Even if you just popped in for a moment, I appreciate you doing that. So I tried to make today kind of among the best of the best of the best, or at least like a really, really strong way to wrap things up. So I'm going to give you guys a little sweep. I'm a little late starting today. So thank you for bearing with me on that. So, second. All right. So I got a couple more things I got going on here. All right. We got about 100 items like normal. A couple of real special ones though today. And please remind me because I had a special one yesterday and I just blanked and literally I I ended the show and I look up on the board and it's still there. I was like, "Oh god, I forgot to run that. Crap." So, just so you know. All right, guys. Here we go. Let me give you the scan. We got to start with some figures. All right. I run these individually, loose figures. I do have some card backs individual. I used to do that. I kind of forgot during the marathon, but I'll do that again. Going to run these kind of like twofers, two figures for one. Okay, one bid. I got not a complete, but I got a loose Poplu, but I got it in I think it's an old card with a protector, a Poplu and a resealed bubble. You can a reproduced bubble. You can reseal the figure if you want. So I'm just gonna run all that as an auction item. We got a Ghostbuster. This is the different one than the other day. The other day goes like a pump one. This is the one I think you put a light in, and you can see the ghost on the wall. I haven't tested it, but it came from that same plate, that same estate sale. We got a Rancor. We got some. So we got a Celebration 3 exclusive Vader figure. That's really cool. We got a Luke Skywalker. We got all sorts of cool modern fans choice clone. We got the one of the 30th anniversary. I guess it's one of the Naboo ones, right? We got a carded Bib Fortuna. Okay, pretty decent condition one. We got a vintage puzzle. Got episode 1 Qui-Gon and Boss Nass. We got an AST 5. Some cool stuff, guys. Okay, now we also have another one of these miniatures. Okay, we got an electronic battle command game. We got a Starbird, another Starbird to run. And look at all these awesome figures we're running, guys. We are running they're all complete. If they're either complete or up top, we've got a last 17 incomplete Han Carbonite, which doesn't have his Carbonite block. And a beautiful Luke, Stormtrooper Luke. No accessories, but that's the last 17 and an Amon last 17. So 3 last 17s in the show, guys. Daddy just won a bunch of auctions and I need to pay for them. All right. And for a givey today, the givey is going to be this 12-inch Jawa. He's missing his robe, but he's still kind of cool looking. So, and he comes with his blaster and his bandolier. It is detached at the back, but I still think it's a cool figure to have for a buyer's givey. All right. We also have this weird one. This is a remote control R2, but something happened. I don't know whether they purposefully got rid of all the paint. Any Galaxy's Edge Black Series? No Black Series today. I'm in the process of building up a Black Series collection to be able to do another show, but it's going to take me some time. So be patient. I'll put Black Series in the show notes, like or at least in the bookmark, so you can check it out that way. All right. So why don't we get started? Right. Let's start. I think we can start fairly strong. We got a nice Luke Jedi. Let me take his robe off for a minute here. Okay. Good face. Decent hand. Okay. Hang on a minute. This is I'll get some music going here. 1 second. Oh, I got a new follower. Yay. That's not what I want. I don't want that. I want that. Like that's my favorite one there. All right, there we go. We need some Duel of Fates action, even though this is a Luke Skywalker figure. All right, we're gonna, and I tend to run pretty fast here, guys. This is no COO. Okay, just Lucasfilm on the other leg. Okay, we're gonna run him. All my pretty much all my figures start at $1. Carded start at 5, unless they're special, like which they might start a little higher. But you'll find all of my prices are very, very reasonable, comparable to everybody else. You're gonna get this card back with it. It's a kind of a custom card back if you're new to us. We got some follower giveaways that will run every couple or every 25 or so. All right, so we do 20-second auctions, 7-second counters, starting at $1. Number 1 is running. Hope you're all doing well today. We got we are gonna, if you're new to this, make sure you check out my YouTube channel. And first one, Jewelmar, welcome back, and thank you so much for that purchase. I appreciate you. And all right, so there's this one. Okay. All right, and now let's try Biker Scout. I do not have a card back for him right now, a loose one. Okay. This is Hong Kong. Okay, and we'll run him at $1. See if I can get a clue. I don't know if I can zoom in anymore. No, it's not letting me do that. All I do is zoom out. That's not good. So we'll zoom back in. And I'll get to some of the figures that are in clamshells, guys. They got the little mini clamshells. Those are all complete, or they're real rare ones, or harder to get ones. All right, thank you for that. Let's do a twofer. We'll do some Miwoks here. We got Tebow, almost complete, just missing his staff. Not that hard to come by. And Wicket, he's got a little bit of rub on his nose. Okay, belly is pretty good. Okay, not bad. That's a good twofer. And I do believe I have some card backs for these guys. Yeah. So Tebow and Wicket. We'll start that at $1, 2 figures. $13 for 2 blue boxes is a great grab. Thank you, Duchesne. Welcome back. And whoops. Whoa. Sorry. Bumped my phone. Sorry about that. Okay. We got a 2-1B medical droid. All right. His back is pretty good. He's got a little bit of paint rub there on his shoulder, but overall he's okay. Okay. We'll run in with the card, starting at $1. Can't go wrong for $1. I'm glad you could be here too, sir. Been a great run of shows. How to get some air running in here. My basement does not have AC, so I have to rely on. All right, thank you, Cloudy Sci-Fi. Appreciate that. S4, okay. How about another twofer? All right, check this one out. We got 2 Bespin Labs. I have no card backs for these, but we have the two types of variants. Okay, we got the hair color, right? The red head, black hair. The neck paint is different. Although I do think they're both kind of collared neck paint, so it's not that different. Just kind of cool to see 2 side by side. And if you want to Great for variant collectors. All right, 2 layers starting at $1. Got some accessories, guys. We'll run about the halfway point. Thank you, Jolmar. All right, take a break from these. Why don't we run? Let's run a droid. I tend to run droids, guys. Oh, you know what? Change my mind. I'm not going to run this droid. Instead, I'll run this droid, but I'm going to run him differently. I'm going to run a beater droid. Run 2 power droids because I just noticed this one did not have a antenna. So I'll run 2 power droids without antennas. You can do some customizing with that, or you can look for antennas if you want. You got the Boba version of that? That's awesome. I love this thing. It's become every week. I got somebody who wants to buy it. I was like, I kind of need it, guys. I need my thing. I mean, right now I don't really. I only use it to put the card backs on it, but eventually I'm going to use it to put actual carded figures. I'm not running. Speaking of that, guys, I'm not running any retro figures tonight. I just have the original Bib Fortuna card back and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 regular modern. Thank you, Panther. All right. Thank you for that. You grab on that. All right. That was number 6. Okay, cool. Now let's do. How about here's a nice complete biker scout. I try to reserve for anybody new to this show. I like to sell my complete figures in a nice little clamshell. If for one, it protects it when shipping. I can easily just put the accessory at his feet. There it is. All my accessories are original, but I do my best with testing. But if I have been fooled. I'm a human being, so if you ever come across something that's not that's not original, just let me know, and I will happily make it right, either by a refund or by a replacement. All right. Good limbs on this. Good color on this. All right. You get the clamshell and you get the custom card back that goes with it for free, starting at $1. Number 7 that's running. Now, I always tell people bid on the accessory and you get the figure for free. Okay. But this is an army builder figure. Look at how cool that is. Look at the white on there. Excellent. Oh, a Star Wars Daddy in the house. This might have been one of yours. I can't remember. Awesome. Thank you, Star Wars Daddy. Guys, if you haven't checked out Star Wars Daddy on YouTube and on that other selling auction house that I'm not allowed to say for whatever reason, I can't tell you why. I just know I'm not. All right, we got a Hoth Rebel Commander loose. Okay, Hong Kong. Good paint on the scarf. I always like to look at that. And I do have his little card back. Right, no accessory, but that's not a hard one to get. All right, and we're running. Hey, keep sticking around, guys. If you pop out and come back in, I'm gonna be doing some loose figures for a few minutes, and then jump to some complete loose figures. A little more steadily. Throw a modern figure in from time to time. I just won a whole bunch of modern figure auctions, so I'm actually going to be. I'm not gonna run a modern sale. I'll run. Thank you again, Star Wars Daddy. I will just be running, peppering them in, like I'm going to do right now. Let's put in a episode 1 Qui-Gon Jinn figure. All right. Oh, do I have my thing? Oh, where's my shoot? I think it's behind the board. I can't do the sound effect thing. I'm sorry. I have the little thing to do the sound effect, but I don't have it easily accessible. It's a good card. All right, it's not a bad figure. I usually start episode 1 figure. Let's see, I have to do a little bit. Card usually starts at 5. I think this one will start at 3. I'm not sure if there's anybody who wants a episode 1 Qui-Gon. No interest in the Qui-Gon. Oh, Star Wars Daddy has an interest in the Qui-Gon. All right. This is M1. Star Wars Daddy's going to have a box for me to ship back to him for a change instead of him just shipping back to me. I appreciate that. All right. This is M1. Okay. All right. Another 2 for here, guys. Let's do, we got a Hawthorne. He's got a little bit of wear on the feet. Okay. Traipsing through a little bit on the knuckles, hands. Okay. A little paint wear. Let's put an okay Chewbacca with some paint wear with him. So 2 figures. Give it a little bit more. I'll give you guys both their card backs: a Star Wars Chewie and an Empire Han. Starting it on. My things, I'm kind of. All right, Retro Nerva, 76. Thank you for that purchase. Okay, that's number S9. Okay. All right, we got a Vader. This is Hong Kong. All right, good cape. Looks like it's clean around the. Just checking it around the shoulders and the arms there. Just missing the saber. Great displayable figure. A little bit of not quite as vibrant in the paint on the chest, but how you doing, Mad Dog? Welcome back. Thank you for checking in. Oh, this one also comes with the Star Wars mini card. I do still need to do some mini card back creation, guys. I can't run any full sets. I got a couple of partial sets I can run today, and I got a couple that I'm going to do as giveaways because I have an excess amount. Thank you, Danav. Thank you for that purchase. That was S10. All right. Let's try the modern Luke Skywalker. This is the Ultimate Galactic Hunt. Comes with the gold coin. This is the Yavin Ceremony Luke. All right. Let's see if I can give you guys a little better, slightly better thing. Sorry for my reflection there. These are the last of my 30th anniversary collection I'm running today, guys. I do not have any more. Trying to get some more. I think I might have picked up a few in yesterday's auction. This is M2. I already know that you got the first one, so I will just add that to this pile right on top of this one. All right. Yeah. Good. Okay. And how about Naboo Soldier, 30th anniversary collection? I agree. Retro. Some the 30th anniversary collection figures are amazing, and I like them open. I've opened a lot of them, and I have their coins kind of in that little. They sold like a coin album. Oh, no one for the Naboo Soldier, really? Oh, Star Wars Daddies. You want him, Star Wars Daddy? You can bid on him, but don't give me a pity bid. I'm okay, man. I did 10 shows in a row. I am way better than okay, but I appreciate it nonetheless. You really want him, or if you want to use them as giveaways, I get that too. Oh my, hold on, I gotta update my chat here. What's going on? All right, there we go. For five, it's $5. It's $5. Dude, I used to sell in a flea market. My dad used to go to like businesses that went under, and he would clear out all their office supplies from their office supply closet. We got a nice clean Outback bar here, Hong Kong, and we'll put a prune face, capeless wonder here, but two figures. We're starting at $1. So we would go there, and my brother and I would have, this is when I was in high school and college. We'd have to like clean out. I know, right? We'd have to clean out office, like storage lockers and stuff, and there would be boxes of envelopes, and I mean just like stacked 10 feet in the air, 250 envelopes, and then we'd go to a flea market and I would sell them, and people would be like, "I will never," and I would be putting like a $3 a box of 250 or 500 envelopes for huge ones. Thank you, Richard. Never. Oh, by the way, those do come with cardbacks. I'm trying to put them up. Come with these two cardbacks. That was S11. So I would be selling these envelopes at these flea markets, and people would be like, "I will never use all of these envelopes. They will sit in my house for the rest of my life, but I cannot walk away from that deal." I love it. All right. ATST driver. Okay. I always like to check tiny bit of butt rub. Okay. I try not to I only put the ones that are no butt rub or very, very little in the clamshell case. Okay. It gets the proper accessory rifle. Okay. Blasting, pew pew, whatever they want you to call it. All right. This is S12. Sometimes you just can't walk away from a deal. Hey, first purchase, buy in for fun. I love it. Thank you. Great moniker there. Thank you. All right, so guys, be sure to check in on my YouTube channel because I will be doing I'll be doing a shout out video that's just going to be the names of the top for each of the 10 shows, who are the top spenders in each show and what they purchased. Okay. I don't have a Bosk card, but I'll give you that one. Big Star for $1. Probably have that ready towards the end of this week. I'll get it filmed today or tomorrow, and then edit it because I got to kind of connect it with all the other videos from the last 10 days, 11 days, and then go from there. So, but I think what I'm going to do moving forward when it comes to the shout outs is I'm going to give out a shout out video. Great grab, $3 for 2 toys. And thank you for your first purchase. That's awesome. That's S13. All right. So I think what I'm going to do, here's a Greedo, guys. Good clean Greedo, good limbs. No paint rub on the back, which is sometimes the case. A little bit on the heels. And you get the Return of the Jedi card back with it. So what I think I might do, how you doing, Big Daddy? Hope you're doing well. I think what I'm going to be doing moving forward is that I will tack on a shout out segment onto my unboxing video for the week or whatever I do that week. And I'll give the Tobacco of the week winner will be the top buyer and what stuff they bought. And then I'll just name everybody else off. I'll just kind of read off all the names and I'll thank you guys that way. And I'm not going to get down to the details of everybody's purchase. Bye for fun. Thank you again. All right. It's S14. All right. How about a Rebel Commando, guys? It does He's a good figure. He's got his backpack. There he is in the back. He's got the correct accessory, which is like $15, $20. Bid on the accessory, you get the figure for free. But I always tell people. All right, we're about it's 6 away, 7 away from our first givey. Sorry. Drop that. There we go. Leave. Thank you for that purchase, my friend. Appreciate you. All right, that's number 15. Right? Okay, good. Trying to keep track of guys, track of everything. All right. I don't know if Tick's in the house, but here we go. We got a double Yoda, naked Yoda. Sometimes he's into naked Yoda. All right, check the eyes out. Okay, here's one. Got a little rub on the hands. Nothing too bad. And another one. It's the same idea, slightly different color. No, stop blurring. Okay, but again, same thing with the rub on the hands. And I'll give you one card with that. Double your pleasure, double your fun for 2 Yodas. Thank you, Cleve. I appreciate you. All right. Doing well today, guys. Reflecting on 10 shows. It's been insane. I mean, unreal. I'm exhausted, but also very invigorated. I need a break. I'm looking forward to just having a week where I don't do a show every night, and I'm focusing on the band thing. This is my last year of that, so I want to kind of give my attention there. And then, all right, we got this is a Star Wars set of the 21 card backs. This is every release. Okay, I put these together myself. You can put them in with those clamshells. If you need to know where they are, I'll happily give you the link. If you message me, I'll message you the link to where to get the clamshells. Okay, you can get them on Amazon, but I think they're cheaper on Collecting Warehouse. And those are kind of just fun to display. Band competition in Florida. Well, I am going to Florida with the band. Wait, you know what? I'm going to call this one a meeting. Meeting number 4. Oh, start at $5. 17, 18, 19, that's 20, that's 21, that's 22, that's 23. This is M4. Thank you, buy for fun. Appreciate it. I sometimes will run all of them. Like I have every single set. I just don't have every single set ready right now. All right, we have a really nice. This is a different Han than the other one, guys. Slightly tan, a little pinkish, tannish, better. But look at the colors. Look at the legs. Look at the hands. This might have been this might have been one from either Vintage Toy World or Star Wars Daddy. That is a beautiful figure. Pretty easy to get the. I don't have a Lakeland. Oh, that's right. I don't think I have a card back to go with that. So for now, I mean a singular one. We'll just run the figure for $1. Great grab at any price around between $1 and $20. It's a great grab. This is S17. Okay. Yeah, I've taken the band. I actually took the band to the Outback Bowl, my very first year at the high school back in '97. Good grab on that, man. Good grab, Big Daddy. Excellent. All right. Building your armies, guys. We got 2 stormtroopers. 2 stormtroopers. All right. A little bit of discolor, okay, like as is normal, and a tiny bit of paint wear on the hands, which is why that's why they're not in their own clamshell. This one, hands are better, but that same discolor that happens with the stormtroopers. And I put them with what I think is the coolest. Give you 2 of those because I have extra. All right, starting for $1. Let's sell for $20, even without its accessory. Um, so yeah, I've taken them to the Outback Bowl. I've done, we do the Disney thing now. Basically, we're actually going to take them down to Disney in December. I'll let the Floridians know once we're close exactly what time we're marching. We'll be marching in Epcot this year. So, and I'm glad because some people, oh, you can't march in Magic Kingdom. I've done the Magic Kingdom thing. It's awesome. Great grab on that Star Wars Daddy. I'll probably I don't know if these are going to be the ones you'll put in your. You'll probably put these in your claim sale, and I'll buy them back. All right, this might have come from Star Wars Daddy. We have a, or maybe not. I don't know. This arm's a 10, or if it did, it might have been from his claim sale. This is pretty good. The feet, you got a little bit of paint rub there. Build your armies, and I don't have a card with that one. All right, we got 3 more until the first giving. Yeah, I think I'll get that ready to run now. Big Daddy wants that. Make sure I do the right one. Follow the giving. All right. So the followers giveaway is a set of the cards I just ran. Okay, 21 cards, custom card backs, and I'm gonna throw a gray-haired Obi-Wan. And thank you, Big Daddy. $1, guys. I've sold maybe 10,000 things on Whatnot, and I've only sold about 5 of them for $1. Big Daddy, you are in a very, very small group. Congratulations on that. All right, we've got a pretty decent Tusken Raider, except for the little bit of paint wear. All right, so we'll start him at 1. Oh, nope, that's not it. Cancel. Nope, that's not it either. This is number 20 we're running here. Right, there we go. Build your armies. And then I got 1 more loosey-goosey figure. Well, actually 2 if you count Blue. And then I can kind of clear the board a little bit and start putting some other stuff on. So if you're here for some, $10. All right. Thank you, Big Daddy. It's number 20. All right, we got a beautiful, but just a slight, good uniform color. Just a little bit of, you can see just a tiny bit of wear on that emblem. This one, compared to this one. All right. But great one to put in your ATST. This is number 21, small. 3 minutes left, 18 seconds on that buyer's givey, or I'm sorry, followers givey. Buyer's givey is not until the end. And for those that are just jumping in, if you're wondering what the buyer's givey is, it's that 12-inch Jawa or 6-inch Jawa. It's incomplete, but it does include his blaster and it does include his bandolier strap. So I don't know if that'll stay, but I'll leave it there for now. All right, Jomar, good grab on that for $9. All right, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. That's S21. Okay, let's clear out my little trays here. Okay, now let's switch gears here. Oh, by the way, shoot. Both the Tusken Raider, whoever won the Tusken, you're getting that card with it, and ATSD, you're getting that card. I'm just putting them under your figures right now. Cool. All right, so let's talk about 2 minutes left on the givey. So we've got Pop Blue. Okay, that's the last 17 figure, but also a Jedi figure. All right, but he's highly sought after. Just missing his one accessory. It includes in this is a pretty nice Return of the Jedi card back. It's got the price tag on it from Sears. Okay, or price sticker. It doesn't really have a price or sticker from Sears, not the price tag. But that's a beautiful card back, guys. And I think what this person was trying to do, whoever I got this from, is they were trying to encourage recarding. So they included this, which is basically a recard bubble, and it has the double stick tape on it. And you could just simply, the idea was to put him in here and then seal it up. I don't know if you want to do that or not. I am just going to include all of it in the auction. We're going to start this one a little higher, guys, just because of the nature of the card. I think I'm going to start this one at 15. 1 minute left on the buyer's giving. I mean, if all you want is Paplu, then get Paplu. This is M5. But it is a pretty nice card back. You got the Anakin offer on there. I think that's pretty nice. Look at that. No paint or no nobody put their initials on the bottom. Good grab on that. All right. That is M5. And by the way, the card does come in a plastic protector. All right. But I will send all that out to you. Thank you for that. All right. Let's run. Check out the blaster. You got the right blue blaster. Check out the paint rub or lack of paint rub on the rim of the hat. Okay. Imperial Commander comes with the clamshell and card back. Oop, wait. Sorry. This is a well, and our winner for follower number 1 is Duchenne. All right, welcome. Thank you for welcome. Thank you for that, Duchenne. And welcome back. Okay, and let's get back to this one. Small. We'll run another one around 25 away from the next follower giving. Buyer's giving's at the end. We got about between 85 and 100 items, I think. We are at S22, right? Someone's gonna get. I was gonna say, someone's gonna get that for $8. That's a little weird. Even $15, man. That blaster is like a $19 blaster. So so you might get that and get the figure for free. And you get the clamshell case. So this is number 22. All right, Jumar. Thank you for that purchase. I appreciate that. All right. All right. This is weird, guys. We're gonna take a break from Star Wars for 1 second. I am just gonna run this for $1. So funny story. There was an eBay auction about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. And this glass, Chicago Pears, 1985, Monsters of the Midway. All right. I know basic sports. That's it. I know that, I remember the refrigerator Perry. Okay. But this guy, there was a picture of a bunch of accessories that I purchased in an auction on that other site, I'm not supposed to mention, even though I just mentioned it. And this glass was sitting in the background. I simply thought the glass was just somebody's drink that they had, and they were just doing photos on the other platform. And lo and behold, when everything shipped, they shipped it in this glass. So the glass has been washed, and it's clean. And I'm curious if anybody wants a glass for $1. So I'm gonna run it for $1. I don't know if there's any Chicago Bears fans. The Bears. If you are, that's great. You may add this to your drinking glass collection. Oh my God! There's actually a bidding war over a Chicago Bears glass. Oh my God! It's pretty good. It's clean glass. All right, there you go. There you go. All right, I'll add it. I will ship it with bubble wrap and safe, and hopefully it arrives to you soon. All right, guys, what are your thoughts on this? This is a remote control R2D2. Okay, had no remote. The battery pack is pretty clear on the inside. There's not a lot of damage, but has anybody ever seen it like this with the black? I don't remember that at all. So I'm just gonna run it for $5. Okay. It's you can put it in with your vintage collection. Oh, did I not run that right? Oh, shoot. All right, I'm gonna have to do that differently, but okay. Okay, let me just change it to 5. So I'm guessing if they painted it. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I have no clue. No interest in it. Remote control Archer. Oh, Mad Dog will take it for $5. Thank you, Mad Dog. All right, it is yours. L1. Came with a bunch of other 12-inch figures, and I didn't really know what the deal was with that. All right, let's get another carded figure up here. This is Pax Bunky. You don't know who that is? Pax and his younger brother Trax are the slaves of the pod racer Mars Guo and work for him as mechanics. I have no idea. I guess they made a very brief, really brief, blink and you miss him appearance. I'm not running any other 12-inch figures today, Jomar. I have a whole collection of them that came in a series. They're not the best. I ran Princess Leia the other day, and I'm running the Jawa today. The rest of them, they're kind of beat up. So, but I'm running I usually run like one per show. Trying, but I'm kind of spreading them out. So, okay, starting this one. This is M7. And then I got a couple more of the moderns, and then it's pretty much all vintage after that. Can't go wrong with $5, guys. $5 figure, $5 comes with the coin for absolutely free. No packs, huh? Okay. I'm gonna run. How about the clone? Now, usually clones go, so we'll see. This is fans' choice. Clone Commander Neo, Saga Legends. That was M7, so we'll try it again. $5. Thought that would get some people interested. 20 away from the next Gibby, guys. Ooh, Leo Mick jumping in at the last second. Dustin Norton, 74. Thank you for that, sir. All right, moving right along here. How about this is a Han Solo trench coat with the camouflage version. Has his correct black blaster. Okay, there it is by his foot. It's a better look at it. There it is. Comes with the clamshell and car back. All right, and we get it back to the small category of the weights. Number 23 is running. You're getting the blaster, guys. That's like $20 alone. And this is one of those 2 for figures that you can display it with or without the trench coat, and it's really, really cool. Yeah, Star Wars Daddy. I don't know if that was one I got from you or not. All right. Run a few more completes. We got Nick 2 with the correct accessory. Fill in your Jabba's Palace, Jabba's sail barge, Sarlacc pit area. This is number S24 running. Oh, sorry about your sick kitty. There, Mad Dog. That's never fun. Do it for Johnny's winning this one. Oh, but no, he's okay. Thank you for that. All right. Now I only put the desk squad commanders in here if they have the little to no paint rub on that dome. All right, you got your blue black pew to go with that. Clamshell case, card back. That's one of the original 25, right? That's one of the original 12, guys. You see the prices these guys go for when you try to get a set of them. Hey, do it for Johnny. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right, guys, pay attention. All right, where are we? Where are we? Are we all paying attention? We have an A-wing fighter. He's in a clamshell case. A good figure. He's a tight figure, tight limbs, little to no paint rub at all, almost gradable. And he comes with the correct pew that I just dropped, but only a few inches. All right. You're getting, this is like a $40 accessory because it's so tiny and it's so easy to lose. So it's gotten lost. It's the first one that's constantly. Star Wars Daddy almost never has them. All right, number 26. We're still running for $1. All right. Bid up, bid up, bid up. $40 blaster, $40 blaster, $40 blaster. There we go. All right, we bought the blaster. We're going to get the figure for free? Maybe. A $2 figure? $40 blaster, $2 figure. I'm doing the dance. Sorry. That's good. Do it for Johnny. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right. Move along here for a second. Okay. How many times has this happened to you? You got a lunchbox, a Star Wars lunchbox. Okay. 1977. But you never have the thermos. Now, is it the best thermos? No, it's not the best thermos. But it does have a pretty good solid rep of the art on the front. Okay. It does include the lid. So as thermoses go, if you're a lunchbox collector or you want to get into the lunchbox collecting business, okay, you know that these are hard to come by and they will add a ton of value to your lunchbox. All right, so let me do $10 for this one. Put it in a lunchbox, and a lunchbox goes from a $60 lunchbox to a $120 lunchbox. So do the math. All right, Deshani. Thank you for that. Awesome. I appreciate that. Okay, clearing out the board here. Let's see if we got any. Well, let me do another figure. Let's get a job on up here. No. Okay, you want to go first? No, I got to fix you. We'll do it that way. All right. First, we'll talk about this. Okay, it's got. Okay, there you go. Good view of it. Check out the hands. Tiny bit on the thumb of the paint rub. Okay, both thumbs. But there are your eyes. I wish I could have a slightly smaller, but a good robe. Not a lot of phrase. I can trying to tilt it down a little bit. Tilting down seems to help. Actually, you know what? I keep forgetting. I know I can do something up here to help with that. We can also do that. Make it really close. 27. Excellent, Cleve. Thank you for that. All right. I don't know if we're gonna have any interest in this one, but I'm gonna run it anyway. This is a Last Jedi Luke Skywalker. Similarly to the Comtex, it's got the Force link thing. So if you put him on a wrist thing, he actually speaks. I know this is a divisive figure from a divisive time. I'll run him at $4. Thank you, Cleve. Okay, let's add Leia to the mix, and we'll run both of them together. Medium 8. Running 2 figures. Two for Johnny is going to take him. Come on, can't walk away from a deal. 2 for 5. Thank you to it for Johnny. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Cool. All right. We are moving right along, guys. We are still 12 away from our next givey, so let's do another figure. Let me run this guy. Unfortunately, he's a little shy, turned away. But check it out. Good face. No rub. At the boots. At the belt. Got the right Bespin Q. I don't know why they say that. I guess because it goes pew, pew, but this one, for some reason, he likes to turn around. All right, we're back small. Oops, okay, number 28 is running. So I think I'm going to run a last 17 right now. I'm going to run 3 of them. I'll run one early, one a little bit later, and then one at the end. Thank you for that. All right. This is a Carbonite Han Solo. No block, no Carbonite, obviously. But solid figure. Okay. These are the figures that are like the best condition figures. You always find them because all of us collectors didn't play with them. And we were old enough and we just kind of put them out on display. All right. So good limbs. I'm putting him in the tri, even though he is a power of the force. I'm putting him in the tri logo car back. All right. So you get the block there. All right. Goes. Dollar start. I'm insane. You're going to need a last 17 figure, man. This is the way to get started. This is one of the best ones to start with. Even without the block, it's a great figure. You put them on your skiff, right? You can put them on the Jabba's sail barge. You can put them, get that Jabba's throne room playset. Thank you, Christopher. Appreciate it. All right. That's one out of the way. We got 2 more guys later on. Okay. Still 10 away from the next giveaway. Well, let's run Hoth Commander. Another one. This is a complete. Christopher, you unlock the bronze Tossie station. Look up at the crown at the top. You get some coupons. All right. Cliff Clavin. All right. Starting for $1. I'm half getting into this conversation between Dustin and Mad Dog. Oh, are we? We just talking about the value of collecting. I will say I don't know if this is totally buying in on what you guys are saying, But my own family, they worry about money. So ever since I started selling on whatnot, now they don't worry as much because it seems to pay for my collecting. They know that basically I buy and sell, and then I give my money to Star Wars Daddy, and he gives me Star Wars, and sometimes I resell that, and sometimes I keep it in my collection. So it works either way. Or I buy it on other auctions, houses, and stuff like that. Okay. All right, guys. How about take a break from Star Wars for 1 second? All right, guys. We've got the Ghostbusters. This is the proton gun that has the different. You have the different. I think it's kind of like you put a battery in, and then there's a light here, and you can shine a light on the wall, and you can see the ghost, and then it maybe makes a sound. And it's like a little dial. Came in that estate sale I was at last week. Okay. I'm just gonna run it at $10. If there's any interest. Thanks for the follow, Mindu. I don't know if there's any Ghostbusters. If it doesn't sell, no problem. I will just bring it back out for another show next week. Panther wants it. I thought Panther might want it. I think Panther, you got the other one, didn't you? I think you got the other one. Thank you, Panther. All right. I've cleared out the board a little bit. Let's run a Stormtrooper, guys. This is my only, my sort of only Stormtrooper for the night. My only actual Stormtrooper. There is a Luke Stormtrooper towards the end of the night. All right. Look at how white that is. Look how clean that is. And it comes with the correct blue black. It is a beautiful, beautiful figure. If you want the more detailed accessories, or it's Hong Kong. Okay. I've always said on the show, I was never I had one of these growing up. Only one ever. All three movies. I had one. I only had one Stormtrooper. Just one. I never thought to build my armies. So I grabbed a few more since, but look at that. It's so clean. Oh my God. They're normally the fading and the discoloration and just a played with condition is always so massive with these. Comes with the Pew, which is like a $20 one. Guys, loose this sold for $37. Come on. Oh no, two of them sold for 37. All right, no, that's better. I feel better. It's like, wait, what? So we're Daddy. That might have been one of yours, dude. Oh. All right. Do we have any interest in a modern episode 1 Bosk? All right. An episode 1 Bosk. I guess we can start him. You know, so no thinking you're so greater than the Gungans? Yes, I like this. One of my favorite characters from episode 1. Yes, Hammond. I usually do it at the halfway point. So at about 7, we're gonna do another giveaway in about 7 auctions. I'm gonna run this guy again. We'll run him at figure. Somebody's gonna get a figure for $3. Nobody wants Boss. Poor Boss Nass. Poor Boss Nass. Buy me. No. Thank you, Star Wars Daddy. Dude, you have to get these things out of your house. I know. You talk about that. But I appreciate it anyway, sir. Thank you. All right, this is another set of these mini car backs. Okay, these are I'm only running two more, this and one more set. This is the Return of the Jedi set, okay, which concludes all of the Jedi figures that came in the Jedi line. All right, put it right there, which of course some are going to fall. And we'll run that at 5. I appreciate that. These things, as I've mentioned on every show, guys, these things are this, and I sometimes do buttons and magnets and stuff like that. I just haven't had a chance to make any. But when I get, those are the things that actually just help offset the cost of items that I lose money on. So if I buy a figure from Star Wars Daddy, for example, for $42 and I sell it for 37, this is that $5 makeup. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that kind of thing. So, and it's kind of a cool little custom item. Someday I'll get into 3D printing like Star Wars Daddy and really start to clean up. That'll be awesome. All right. Now this one, guys, I have to run at a price because I paid a certain amount for this. This is another one of those miniatures. This is the VT49 Decimator from the Star Wars X-Wing miniature game. People buy these for the game, but a lot of people buy these just for the vehicles because they're really cool, displayable vehicles. This is complete. It does come with I believe it comes with the card games and stuff. I know. Basically, I'm running it for the vehicle, okay, and it ships in the box, okay. So I am going to run this at 15, okay. There are a couple that are worth a lot. They're all worth a lot. Do the comps on the other site, the sold auctions, and you'll see that these things run for a lot. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. This one will be a little bit easier to ship, Cleve. I had to find a special box for the other one. Oh, thank you, Cleve. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I try to do that. I'll get back into the magnets and stuff a little bit later. Oh, where are we? 46. A couple more figures, and then I'll. All right. He's hidden behind the hood. It's Prune Face. You don't know who he is. He's just a mask with an eye patch. No, he's Prune Face. And as Star Wars Daddy likes to say, he's a good guy. The only reason it does come with the precious accessory that's a little bit harder to come by, guys. All right. You are bidding on the accessory and you are getting a very good figure with it. Please remind yourself of that. I guess I could remind you by starting the bid higher, but I'm trying to keep the low starts a thing here. Guys, I know that brings a lot of people in. So, all right. There we go. Small one. Dollar start. This is S32. Yeah, that rifle can go as much as $30, $40 sometimes I've seen. Don't let the face fool you. I'm a good guy. I have a good rifle, toy rifle. Do it for Johnny. Thank you. Appreciate that, sir. Or it was S32. All right. Puzzle. 1977. No guarantee. I did not get a chance to put this puzzle together, so I do not know for sure if this puzzle is complete. All right. But it's got a lot of pieces in there. So I'm assuming that it's incomplete or close to complete. It's cool. It's got the blue box. General Mills, 1977, guys. That's such a cool thing. I always like to say this. This is one of the few items that was available to collectors in 1977. All the toys didn't come out till 78. So I'll start this at $10. 140 piece puzzle. Put that in your paper or ephemera collection. Got the great Han and Chewie, their awesome classic pose. And the blue box. A lot of them switch later on, they switched to the black box. Am I gonna have to put the puzzle together? All right, I'll go down. I think I can do this. $5. I figured that. I bumped Tim's in. Not- Got to get this out of my house. Oh, but Panther might want it. Oh, Bumpton's not. Bumpton's not. You know, one of you could have had it for $10 like 2 minutes ago. All right, $8. That's a reasonable negotiation, sort of an auction negotiation. All righty then. How we doing here? 48. All right, it's time for the next giving. Let's get that one. This is the follower giveaway. I have three of them. This is number 2. And this will be in the same exact one as number 1. Okay. This and a figure to go with it. So I'll just kind of tuck that there. And while we're in that run, might have been the same one. General Madine. Gray hair. Well, they're always gray hair, but it comes with his baton or his walking stick or his toothbrushes, as some people like to say. But again, call it what you will. It's still a product that bid on the accessory. Most people pay $20 for that. You get the figure for free. 4 minutes left on the giving. I appreciate the follows, guys. We're up to 1,600 followers. That is a slow and steady increase. I appreciate it. All right. That's 33. All right. We have 3 different Hans. We kind of had a better than beater Han. We had a nice, really clean Han. And now we have an immaculately clean Han with the blue blaster. By the way, fun fact, you can actually stick it into his holster on the side. All right. This is a fairer skin version. Okay. We're starting at $1. I'll switch to some accessories, guys, after the givey is done. Tight limbs. There it is in the back. No pulling the wool over anybody's eyes. It's a good figure, and you get the accessory complete. Somebody did a cool custom of it with his head down, which I liked. But that was neat. Okay, do it for Johnny. You're cleaning up, taking a bunch of figures home today. Great. All right, step away from Star Wars for 1 second. We got another Starbird. Panther, you in the house? This is the SB450. I have no idea if it's complete or not. It has the same exact accessory removable pieces that the other one did. Okay. Didn't have the label at the top, this one, but it is red. I did not try any batteries. No idea. Oh, there. It does include the label. The label just came right off. So I'm actually not going to, I'll include it separately. All right. I'm not going to try to install it. Okay. $10. And I debated. They had in the estate that I was at, they actually had the playset, the big command center. But I don't know. My initial knee jerk reaction on it was that it wasn't really. It didn't look like it was complete, so I didn't really go for it. Back of it, there it is. I should put it on the spinner. Okay. I think you got it. Oh, just got to make sure that little label stays there. Okay. How we doing here? We are 1 minute left, so let's run one more item for the givey. We got a ranker. Okay. Arms work. There you go. I don't know if I have any gammy. I do have a gammy guard. So you know what I'll do? I'll include a gammy guard. His hand is he does have a little bit of a loose limb when it comes to his thing, but there you go. You're getting a vintage Rancor with a vintage gammy guard starting at $10. Definitely a played with creature. But come on, you're getting a gammy guard. 10 seconds left on that givey. This is L7. This is givey number 2. All right. So Obi-Wan Kenobi, you won the giveaway. Star Wars Daddy, thank you for your purchase on Gammy Guard and Rancor number L7. Awesome. Okay. All right. So here's how I'm going to do most of the accessories. We're going to run it like buyers choose. Okay. Seems to go well. I want to just point out what we have here. All right. Let me just shape it so you can see it better. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Not quite as many, but I did just get a huge order of stuff today. Thank you. Star Wars Daddy was helping me with some questionable ones. Turned out most of them to be reproductions, which I was okay with because there was a lot that were not. I appreciate your help, sir. Thank you. All right. So you're bidding. Okay. You are bidding on one of the following, or I should say, winner chooses one. So I'll do that up here. Winner chooses one. Okay. These are all the same. Blue, black, blue, black, blue, black, and blue, black. So just say upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right. 2 Commander or Luke Hoth hues. This is the gray version of the Palace Blaster. Chief Chirpa Hood, Yoda Belt, Yoda Snake. You can choose two Bespins, Bosk, 2 AT-AT together, 1 backpack, and 2 gas masks together. Hang on. I'm going to do... yeah, I guess I'll do these. No, I'm going to take this. Well, I'll do this one as its own. I'll add another one of these. So it'll be two of these rifles or 2 of these. Okay. So your choice. Winner chooses one of these. Obviously, the Palace Blaster is a highly sought after, more rare one. So that'll probably go first. Unless it's weird, but whatever. All right. Running and... You know what? I don't have another one. All right, I'm just gonna run one, but I'll probably end up doing like either a pick 2 or pick the board kind of thing. So that's what we got today. Palace Blaster, Palace Blaster, Palace Blaster. This is S35. Jomar, I'm assuming that, but just say Palace Blaster or yes. Yep. Okay. There you go. Thank you first. Thank you very much. Okay, we're running. This is S36. Remember, some of these choices are for 2. These. The pews are always $20 any day, sometimes more. Snake, belt, all good stuff. Stuff that your figures need. All right, do it for Johnny. Upper left, upper right, whichever one you want. Which one would you like, sir? Which accessory am I taking off the board? Any Imperial. All right, I'll start down here. Yeah, they're all in the similar. I mean, I'm not gonna stand and I'm still learning the factories and stuff. I don't know if I'll ever truly get those down pat. I appreciate those like Star Wars Daddy or like TK Nichols, who's really good with that. I'm working on it. Now there are some more guys that I'm going to run after this. After we're off the board here, I'm going to run them in groups because they're a little damaged. So I just want to run them like that. Okay, do it for Johnny. Am I picking again? Any Imperial again? Or yep. Okay. Start here. That way it's just easier to see at the top of the screen. That was S37. S37. I'm just double checking my bags, my numbers. So I know to send you the right one. It's incidentally, check your orders. I did receive information from a buyer that one item that they won was actually a damaged item. They received something else instead, which makes me believe that somebody else might have received what they were supposed to receive. So if there's anything you're missing, let me know, and I will happily send it to you. Or I'm gonna have to get it first, but I will get it to you when I can. Good for Johnny. Same. All right. This one. Number 38. Is he gonna get all four? Is he gonna take the quadrupta, not trifecta? I guess it's quadruple collecta of pews, black blue pews. He's just like, nope, I want all four. All right. Am I assuming, right? Same. We good? This one had this all right. That one might need to be cleaned, guys. Right. I'm assuming that's what you wanted. If you want something different, let me know. It's just a little smudge on that one. For Johnny. Okay. S40. Okay. Now I don't have any more. Which one are we getting now? Rebel. Okay. That is yours. Make sure it gets in there. All right. And number 41 is running. This is S41. He just wants to corner the market. Okay. Snake. All right. There you go. Do it for Johnny, man. So he's literally going to be cornering the entire board. Okay. Which one are we getting now? Actually, Bespin. Okay. I actually play this piece, the throne room march for our graduation at school. It's become a school favorite. They love it. Everyone else goes out to like other stuff. We go in with pomp and circumstance. We go out with Star Wars. Come on. Can't beat that. S43. As I said, once I run this board, guys. All right, do it for Johnny. What are we getting today? The belt. Okay. There it is. I will run. I got some more accessories in, guys, so I can, some of them I'm going to pair off with figures, but most of them I'm going to run, like the same idea. It seems to be very successful, mostly for do it for Johnny, but I see other people bidding, so I think it's. Oh, finally, Hot Rod. Okay, he's like, did I win? I won? What? What would you like, Hot Rod? Middle rifle. Okay, there you go. That is yours. All right, you are running again. Cleve is in. Is Cleve going to take it? Yes, he is. All right, Cleve. What are we taking off the board? Hey, welcome, Total Chaos. And Corbin Dallas. Palace Staffs. There you go. Awesome. All right. I don't know if they'll fit in this bag. You better double check here. But let's run it. The next one. Number 46. Ooh, I think that's all my almost out of envelopes. I have to get more of those. We still have the two Rebel Commander ones together as one lot, the two AT-ATs, and then one of everything else. Two for Johnny's back. There we go. Sporting. So as I said, after this, guys, I have some damaged goods I'm going to sell. I'm going to put them up. I'll show you what I mean by damaged, and then but I'll start them for $1, and maybe you can use them for beater accessories for beater figures or background characters or whatever. All right, do it for Johnny. Almost every single one. Let me guess. Maybe the Hoth rifles, or what are you thinking? I'm assuming you mean these guys. Yeah. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming you meant those. All right. I think we'll just skip the pick do and just do the whole board. This is the whole board, guys. $1 for one backpack and two gas masks, one good rifle, one good Bosk rifle, and a Chief Chirpa mask. This is S48, which I'll actually put right in this bag. Do it for Johnny wants to took like 98% of the board. Okay. Excellent. All right, guys. So as I was saying, I have 4 more lots of accessories. All right. I want you to look at them closely. All right. If you don't want to bid on them, I totally get it. This came from a collection that seemed like I think they just got heat damaged. Okay. Might have been a little bit of chewing going on. I'm not sure. All right. I noticed it right here and a little bit there and a little bit of warped here. Okay. Here's another one. This one's actually pretty good. But again, just a little bit. Comparatively to the other ones, I thought these were just a little bit more. I'm going to do 3 of them in one lot. All right. Just this one's a little bent. You can see it this way. A lot bent. Okay. So I straightened it out a little bit. But as I said, they're damaged goods, but I'll run them for $1. So, I don't know if there's any interest in all of them or not. Greenlit Ghost is all right with it. I have 3 more auctions similar to this. Okay. But you're getting, you know, do it for Johnny's back. I don't care. I want a corner of the market. I want them all. Okay. They are damaged, but I do appreciate, putting them in a figure in your display or whatever. Okay. 3 more similar. Okay, guys. Again, you can see this on the side there. That this one, this one's really, but again, you can bend it back. I just, I try to sell mint. Although most of my stuff is listed as good anyway, but I felt that these were a little bit less than good. So I'm selling them as a damaged goods. You might get 3 damaged rifles for $1, but we'll see. Then I have 2 more auctions. Now, this is the last of the rifle ones, the toy rifle ones. Da, 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 da. Obi John Keone in the house. Follower giveaway winner. Speaking of that, we have our last follower giveaway coming up shortly. But do it for John. He's like, nope. Dude, you're almost getting these for the price that they are normally. But okay. He's like, they're kind of like a $5 a piece thing, but whatever. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate you picking up all of this stuff. And we'll continue to do accessories. All right. 3 beater Bespins. Okay. There's just to show you a little bit of that one's actually not too bad. But I just felt comparatively to the other ones I put up. This one's just bent this way a little bit, you see. And this one's probably the worst of the 3. That one definitely. I think that one's been chewed on. It could have just been. Oh, I got to put some power on my thing here. Number 51. That's 51. Go. Charging. Yeah, it's actually like a pretty decent one, a medium one, and a not so good one. And then I got one more after this, and then we'll move on. We'll move back to our. Actually, I think I'm going to run a last 17 in just a few minutes. So if you're looking for a last 17, a good one, thank you. Do it for Johnny. If you want to get back in here, if you know anybody wants to get back in here, share out the show. Say last 17 coming. All right, this is missing the tip. Okay, from the Commando. This is a blue blaster. Not too bad. Just you can see just a little bit. Looks like a little bit of the tip there. And Chewy is a little bit rough on the back here. All right. That's the last of them, guys. This is last of my damaged good ones. And I ran out of little baggies. So I'm in a regular size one. This is S52. I think I'm just gonna. And Do It for Johnny took like 99% of the board today. So congrats on that. And that might put you in the another daddy of the week. Or sorry, that's the other guy. That's my buddy. Chewbacca of the week. All right. So let's do second Star Wars Last 17 figure of the night. I'm going to do 3. We already ran Han. Now we're going to run his buddy, his pal, Luke Skywalker. Why the heck? Sorry. I do have a blaster for Luke. I do believe it is a black blaster. You know, I have the light. Just doing a. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm just double checking one thing. That's blue. A little bit of blue. That's black. Okay. I'm gonna run these separately, guys. I'm sorry. I wish I didn't have to, but I do because it's just the nature of whatnot. So this is the Luke Skywalker. Check it out. Immaculately clean. Okay. Tight limbs. It's like $100 plus $150 figure every day. Comes with the clamshell and that. Now, if you're interested in the blaster, I can run that too. This is S53. And then we have an amount of mana we're running at the end of the show, which is coming up, guys. We only have like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 items left. We finally get a Stormtrooper Luke in your collection. And look how white he is. No yellowing at all. Oh, Scott C comes in. Oh, Do It for Johnny comes in. Dude, was it payday today for you? Wow. Oh, Scott's back. We are still fighting. Fighting over little old me. I appreciate that. Do It for Johnny. Woo! That might have secured you in the annals of Chewbacca of the week. All right. Take a good look, guys. Now, I did the thing. Is that blue black or is that black? Because I've run other ones and there's definitely blue in there. Thank you, Vegas. Like here's another one. Wait, to compare. This one I know is blue black. See how you got that? See how that comes up? Right? Kind of going past it. Can't have anything showing. M5. No light should show through. Is any light showing through? Oh, I see what you're saying. I'll run it. I'm gonna run this, guys, as it is. I'm running it at $1. So you bid on what you think it is. Okay. Definitely darker than anything I've ever seen. I know that sometimes they can be absolutely zero, like almost impossible to see. But I'm running it for $1, and you guys can decide in your bids. Oh, and yeah, I ran out of baggies. Let's give you guys a regular size one here. This is M54. No, S54. This is good music for this bidding. All right, Panther. Oh, no, no, not Panther yet. Maybe Panther. Christopher takes it. Okay, Christopher. Like I said, I showed it as best I could. All right. But I appreciate. All right, cool. We'll get back to the last givey or last givey. Are we? Oh, actually, we're ready for the next follower givey. I'm going to add a little something to the pot for the follower givey, guys. Same as what we did before. Right, we got another set of 12 or 21. Throw in a Chewy. Sorry, Obi-Wan. But I'd like to include this little bobblehead guy. I think it's a mystery mini, so I don't think it's both of these. I think it's just one of them, maybe. All right, so they're all giving number 3. All right, giving number 3. This is the third one for followers. All right. Whew. Let's switch gears a bit. Let's get a little Lando action here. This is the non-smiling or the subtle grinning Lando. Comes with the cape. Comes with the blue Bespin. Oh, I do. Don't I wish do it for Johnny? I do not. Ooh, that's not what I want. Small. I do not have Luke's helmet. The problem is with that is that we're starting this one, guys. $1. The problem with it, I can't get it for less for the price that I think I could even break even on. You know what I mean? I don't even mind if I don't make any money if I just break even, but I don't want to lose money on it. That's what makes it hard. It's the kind of thing I'm waiting to just find it, in an estate sale or something. If luck will befall me that way, then I will pass that luck on to you because I have one. I have one for my own personal collection, so I'm good. Thanks for people just jumping in. We are about 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, about 14, 15 away. Good for Johnny. You are on fire tonight, man. Wow. Thank you for that purchase. All right. How about Carl, Rebel Soldier? I start with Daddy likes to say. 3 minutes left on that Gibby, guys. Comes with the right blue, the Bespin blue. Nice army builder figure. This is S56. Thanks for the follow there, Frogman Customs. Appreciate that. Speaking of that, I got to get. If you're doing any shows on One with customs, make sure you message me because I love customs. Some of the customs that I've seen people doing are amazing. All right, we got we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a Gammy to run. We got a Klaatu. We got a Dengar, which I know isn't. We got an R5D4. We got an Emperor's Royal Guard. We got another ATST with the correct, another good high-end blaster. Thank you for that, Do It Donald. Couple more items. Let's get Dengar here. Does anybody care about Dengar? does it come with another one of those rifles? We have so many of those rifles. 2 minutes left on the Gibby. And then we are going to get the buyer Gibby. We'll save that for the end of the night, which we're wrapping up pretty soon. Frogman. I'll check that a little bit. I don't want to get off of my. I have enough devices running. Thank you. Good grab on that. Buy for fun. Buy in for fun. All right, we got a Palpatine Emperor. What you do, guys? It comes with the cane. But what you can do is you can buy this, and then you can go on to Star Wars Daddy's show tomorrow and try to bid on it on that other platform and try to bid on his custom throne that you can put your figure in. I think he often include the figure with it, but he does this really cool figure with the legs sticking out. It's fun. Although I want to try to bid on it, so don't bid on it. Yes, I remember that, Frogman. You're right. Thanks for following. I appreciate it. I've only purchased from two custom shows, and one of them was I didn't remember that it was that your name was Frogman. I apologize, but the other one was it was a Cantina Customs, I think. So Richard Moore, the cane. Oh, Cloudy Sci-Fi. That was a steal. Plain cane is like $18-19. You got that you got the figure for free. You got it at a deal. All right. IG88. Guys. Now, he does have the thing with the legs, okay, but he can still stand. Okay, he's fine. He comes with the count them, two accessories. Somebody just bid winner of the Givey, number 3 follower is Midwest Pats Fan. All right. Thank you, Midwest Pats Fan. I will get that sent out to you on Monday. Awesome. All right. 2 accessories. Guys, here's the deal. Dale's Toys. Do I have vintage? Had you come about 4 minutes ago, you would have seen a whole tray full of vintage weapons that I actually sold them all. Oh, there's 3 of it. Who's the other one, Frogman? Who's the other Cantina one? Who's the other custom guy? I want to get in on all of you. All right. So here's the deal. This is the last IG88 I will ever run together, if the price is not right. Okay, you're talking about a $14, $15 accessory, plus another $14, $15 accessory, plus I'll even go as low as to say a $5 figure. Do the math. That is a $29, $30, that's like $33. So either, if we don't get it up to that amount, I'm either going to run this guy for $30 and only him. I don't care about other ones. It's this guy that gets me. Okay. I will run him only for $30 for moving forward, or I will run him as a non-accessory figure, and then I'll run as accessories after that. All right. Chris, you got the last deal of this. So from now on, he's either going to run for $30 or he's going to run. First, I'll run the figure with the clamshell and the car back, and then I'll run the accessories one at a time. I'll just do that from him from now on. Only this figure. I don't have a problem with Dangar or Lobot or any of those other Orlando. It's something about just the IG88. I don't know why. I don't know why IG88 bothers me, but he does. Probably because he comes with 2 accessories. All right, we got Klaatu with the skirt. It's, a little bit dingier, okay, but he does include his other accessory. So yeah, this one can run for whatever. Pay what you want. I'm starting at $1. This one can sell for like $5. It's okay. If this one sells for $30, I'm gonna I'm gonna lose it. No, this is good. $13. Oh, nope. Dale's Toys is in. Who knows how much that accessory is worth? He wanted to run accessories. Dale, just so you know, I do accessories typically midway through the show. So if my show starts at 6, if you check in around 7, that's when I start, like about halfway. It takes me about an hour to get through half day stuff. And then I do that. All right. Gammy guard. Check out those horns. Nice and yellow. Good paint on the legs. Feet. Comes with the ever elusive axe. Okay. He was stuck in this clamshell case, which is why I couldn't help his other buddy who got swallowed up by the Rancor that I just sold to Star Wars Daddy. All right, buying for fun. Good grab on that. Thank you. All right, guys. Next, we got an R5D4. Little bit of scuff on the front and back. A hole there. Okay, does have the click. All right, I would say it's a nice displayable figure. Put him with your Sandcrawler. Put him with the Jawa, the Land of the Jawas playset. Set him up with outside of Owen's farm. Set him up with a bad motivator, hero of the rebellion. All right, guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 more items, and then we'll have our buyer's giving. So get your good grab for that, dude. Thank you for that. Okay. Is there any more? Is there any love for poor Pax Bonks? I will run him at $3. I just don't want to pack him away. He's my last TAC. Having to watch with no sound. Well, so I would say sorry that you have to watch with no sound, but you can't hear that. Yay! Do it for Johnny. He's like, what the heck? Thank you, Frogman. So, okay. So, I don't know how many people here are familiar with this one. This is the Star Wars Celebration 3 Darth Vader like exclusive figure that came when you could buy it there at the store. Maybe you had to wait like 3 hours to get it. Okay. Just wanted the coin. I get you, Frogman. I know, right? So here's the cool thing. If you're not aware of it, come a little button. They got James Earl Jones back. Welcome to Star Wars Celebration 3. Never would you find some more wretched eyes of gum. So how cool is that? I mean, come on. That's like just awesome. And if you ever watched the Celebration live streams like since then, this one was like what, 2005? All the ones after that, when they started doing the live streams, they actually used that recording of James Earl Jones welcoming everybody at the start of the start of the live stream. It's so great. And the best part about this figure is that you can leave it in the package and you can replace the battery without having to take anything out. They made the battery pack in a stroke of genius by Hasbro. Okay. You can unscrew this, replace the batteries. The button is easy to access. It's such a great figure. Or you can take it out. This is great. I am going to start this one at $10, guys. It's extremely heavy for one thing, but I think it's worth 3-4 times that. Dallas Toys. All my weapons are original unless I made a mistake, in which if I make a mistake, you let me know and I will correct it. But I do the tests and I buy from reputable sellers. So yes, you assume everything's original unless on a rare occasion I might sell something as a reproduction, but I will actually say it on the video stream and everything, and you'll hear it. So. Your journey to
The dark side now.
Oh, rest in peace, Ray James Earl Jones. Thanks, Frogman. All right. Okay, guys, we are wrapping it up. Wrapping up fast. Okay, we got a Emperor Royal Guard. Beautiful. Nice. Robes, all good. Comes with the correct staff accessory. Put him in here. You get the accessory. Any more complete vintage? Two more. Well, actually, two more complete. This one, and then I'm running an ATST. And then I'm running. Oops. Oh, sorry. I'm running an ATST. And then I'm running a carded Return of the Jedi Bib Fortuna on card. And then my last item. Well, I have two more larger items that I'm going to run, and then my last item is the Amana Man. It's not complete. It doesn't have a staff, but he is a solid figure. Leave us. Where did they go when he left? All right, Logan. Thank you for that. All right, ATST driver. Again, I ran one earlier that was just a loose figure. But this one, emblems. Correct Q. Always one that gets lost. Switch that up. Number 63. That's a $40 blaster, guys. So these are the kind of things. In all seriousness, I'm not really that upset about IG88. It happens, but but it does. When more and more figures sell for less and less with their accessories, it just makes me. But the accessories sell for as much as they do. It makes me want to separate them, which I know some people would rather I didn't do, but I don't know if I have much of a choice. But then this happens, which is good. Thank you, do it for Johnny. So just be aware of that, because it's just it just comes a point where it's like you can't. It's okay to do it from time to time. I want people to get good deals. S63. All right. Okay. Remember, guys, if you want to get the Jawa, he doesn't have his robe, but he does have the bandolier. It is like torn at the back there. Okay. But you want the bandolier. He does have his right little blaster there. All right. Let's talk about AST5. Okay. It's just the box, but it's a really nice box. Okay. And the vehicle. Okay. Love that clicking sound. Brings me back to my childhood. All right. So you're getting both the box and then the vehicle. This is number 10. L10. That's a beautiful. I mean, it's got a little bit of scuff on the top. This side is actually really clean. But look at that. I mean, the only thing I got is a little bit of tape there, which you could probably get off with some, what are the mineral spirits or whatever. Look at that. Like, that's a beautiful display. You could set it up like, I'd probably do it like this. I'd set it up like this. That's how I would display it. You put it, maybe put the lid up and put a figure inside of it. That's how I would do it. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right. Let me just put this box, get it back in the box here so it's safe. I'll put a little bubble wrap around it, wrap it safely in the box, pack it with the other items. All right, my last card backs. This is the Ewoks and Droid lines. There's like 12. I always like these because they have the animation on there, just a little bit different. And if you ever get a loose figure, get a clamshell case and you can put them in. Droid figures. This includes all the unreleased ones, but you can get some places online where you can get like customs of those. So there's like 32, I think, 32 figures. We'll start it at $5. Actually, yeah, $5. Again, this is wish the show was better. I actually in rewatching it when my daughter got into it because they had a video cassette of a handful of episodes from each, and I remember that's the first time those didn't sell. All right, let me try it again. I'll sell it for $1. Thank you, do it for Johnny. I know that thing is that there's a lot of the same people in the market, so a lot of you already have them. I know, so that's why I've started rolling them out into giveaways. Anyway, I remember watching when my daughter was yet little, and I was an adult, and I watched for the first time, and I actually enjoyed them a little bit better. Um, for what they were, Saturday morning '80s cartoons, which were just you know they're all kind of the same stuff, but yeah, I didn't mind him. For me, what was cool about him was especially the Droid series, was that it was just nice to get back to there being um, hearing the sound effects. You hear like the ship. All right, not the best box, okay, but you got the game, Star Wars Electronic Battle Command game. Does come with the power cord. Back this up a little bit. It comes with the technical information sheet, the Electronic Battle Command gameplay instruction booklet, and a bunch of the pad pieces. Okay, and a box, which is not the best box, but it is a nice thing. We'll start this at $8, which I think is for a vintage game, electronic game, no less. I do not know if it works. Awful game if you played it. Yeah, well, kids, anybody young, you youngins, this was our gameplay back in the day. Remember those? What was it, Coleco? I forget. What was the ones with the handheld football game with the little dots? And like my brother played that constantly. Even just this makes it kind of neat. It's like gives you the thing. All right, thank you, Christopher. Appreciate that. I'm actually going to tuck this inside of the game. All that in like that, and I'll ship this. Obviously in another box. I got this L11. All right, time for the carded bid Fortuna. Let me get him out. And then we got, all right, Montgomery Ward, 479, I think or 279. 279 was the cost of this figure. The yellowing is a little bit more subdued on this one than on a lot of the Return of the Jedi figures. Beautiful card. It is punched, but it's clean. It's very straight. Okay. That is a beautiful card. It's a great way to start if you're interested in starting I need ship parts. No, I think I've gone through all my ship parts. All right, I typically start these kind of figures for about $30. All right, and we are running. No creases. Well, there's a tiny bit. There's a tiny crease right there, and a tiny bend in the corner. But as these figures go, that's like enough. That's nothing. And the Montgomery Ward stickers. To some, it's a good thing. To some, it's a bad thing. It depends on your preference. All right, that was good. That was a good grab. Thank you. Good price for that too. Good one. All right, kids, pay attention. Pay freaking attention. This is a monomon. This is a monomon, as in the figure, one of the villains of Mandalorian and Grogu, the Amani, that were freaking scary. It was so cool to see this guy get an entire storyline, not the character, but the species. Okay, good paint, good color, got those little red eyes, beady red eyes. And he reaches for you and lunges. Okay. And of course, we'll put it in with the the clamshell. It just fits in the clamshell case. What do these go for, guys? $100, $200, $300? Please bid accordingly. Thank you so much. I don't know when I'm going to get another, and I'm on them on in. But I am starting it at $1. Jewelmar, I'll take it for $1. Look at that. How pretty. And I know Florida Man can get you a 3D printed staff if you don't want to go original. It's one of the biggest figures they ever came out with. But he does fit when I close him up like this and I place him very gently. He just fits inside the clamshell. So I will ship him like that too. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Cool. Okay, my friends, time for the buyer's givey. If you made a purchase today, you may enter in. I'll run it in a second. I'm going to only run it for about a minute. All right. So obviously he's missing it. This is for 1979. Or 78, 79. It's the yeah, you think? Do it for Johnny? You bought quite a bit. I was telling somebody, I said, I wish that they set that up so that every time you bought, you had like an entry. So that that means you would have the greatest chance of winning the buyer's giveaway. Because I kind of think you should win the buyer's giveaway. But that's only because you made a lot of. That's not saying that other people didn't. All right. So this is it, guys. I'm going to run it another 10 seconds, and then I'm going to run it. I don't want the swarm fillers to fill it out. But they might fill it out in time. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are drawing the winner. The winner is Jolmar. Jolmar, you wanted Monamon for $1. Congratulations, Jolmar. That's great. I am so appreciative of your purchases. Thank you so much. Here. All right, guys. You are awesome. Thank you so much. We will see you. Now listen, if you've been hanging out with me for the past week and a half, I'm taking a break. That's band camp starting. And no, it's not this one time at band camp. It's crap. Every band director in the country, when American Pie came out, we all kind of went, oh God, that's just gonna be a thing now, isn't it? And it was a thing for like 30 years. All right. Yeah, flute players, exactly. All right, guys. I gotta be careful because some of my flute players might be watching and they'll be like, what are you talking about? All right, guys. Yes. All right. So listen up. Just a heads up, Star Wars Daddy. I'm in a meeting tomorrow. Okay. I'm in a Zoom meeting at around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. I forget what time yours starts, but I will try to get in for part of it. I normally try to jump in at the first part, but I think I'll try to jump in on this at the last part. I really want that throne, the Emperor throne. So I will be trying to bid on that. All right, guys. So check it out. I'm done with my marathon show. You're all awesome. Thank you so much. If you've been on this journey with me for the last 10 shows, you are amazing. And thank you if you've just been watching, just thanks for that support. If you followed and did make a purchase, thank you for that support. If you made a purchase, you're amazing. Thank you. And if you made a lot of purchases, I really do appreciate it. I will be getting back into my work schedule, whatnot schedule, which is essentially either Friday nights or Sunday afternoons, Eastern Standard, Friday at 6, Sunday at 3, or an occasional Saturday if neither Friday or Sunday will work. Okay. And sometimes both. But, this is football season. I've never done football season as a marching band director and tried to run whatnot. So that's probably not going to happen the same way. And that'll end and I'll get back into it like I started a year ago in November. So thank you so much for watching, guys. All right. I don't know who I'm going to raid, but have a good night. Thank you, everyone. Thank you on the journey. And I will be getting the whatnot shout out video for all the top spenders for each of the 10 shows. Some of you are going to be shouted out twice because you got that award twice. If you haven't won a Chewbacca award, you'll get that cool magnet. Okay. And if you have won it just once, I have a trophy somewhere that's courtesy of Star Wars Daddy that make of his talents that I will send you. Okay. And we will see you all in my next show will most likely be next either Saturday or Sunday. Okay. So in a week's time, I'll put all this stuff away. It'll get all packed up and you will see it all out there on Monday. Thank you. You're all awesome. Let's raid somebody. Until next time, guys. May the Force and the toys be with you. Check out my YouTube channel so you can see what's coming up in the next couple of shows. What do you say we raid? Oh, Nathan Mack. Let's raid Nathan Mack. Here we go. He's bought on my show before. Here we go.